Hello everyone, this is Angel from Have Faith, Let It Begin. Just a quick programming reminder, that this Sunday, live from First Reformed Church in Walden, we're going to be having a sermon held by me. As I, take some time to let our pastor Jim take some necessary time off and, some much needed rest. I'm going to be taking on the honor of, helping out and giving my message, which will take place this Sunday live at 10 a.m. We hope that you will join us on Facebook Live. That's going to be Facebook Live, FRC, Walden, New York. We hope that you will join us. For everybody else, enjoy this episode of Have Faith, Let It Begin, entitled, Remember When, the College Years. So again, for the next 2 Sundays at 10 a.m., we're going to be available live for each and every one of you to do an actual live sermon from my church. That's right, 10 a.m. on Sunday, July 19th, July 26th. Those are going to be 2 Sundays back-to-back at 10 a.m. We hope you'll join us. We hope that you will be a part of that awesome display. And we hope that each and every one of you will be prepared for something new and exciting. All right, Have Faith, Let It Begin. Tuesday, July 14th, starts right now.
Broadcasting live worldwide.
On June 16th, 2018, a show designed for you, the Daily Commuter, went live. A weekly show all about faith. A show with motivational topics, inspirational stories, and personal testimony set out to change the world.
Don't you see that your faith is coming alive? Don't you see that it's tested every time? He's the one that makes your life divine. He's the one that makes you feel fine. Your faith being tested.
Hi, I am Mia. You're listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Hello, my name is Amari, and today we are back on another episode of Have Faith and Let's Begin. Hi, my name is Isabella, and you're listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Hey, this is Freddie, and you're listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Hi, my name is Angela, and you're listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Welcome to Have Faith. Let it begin. Here's your host, Angel Santana.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Broadcasting live worldwide.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Have Faith, Let It Begin on this Tuesday, July 14th, 2020. Yeah, I'm a little bit better, and clearly I'm heading into work today. Had to take a day off yesterday. I could barely move, could barely walk. I was struggling yesterday taking Cody out on the walk as I pre-recorded that message for y'all yesterday at 5:30 in the morning. But you know what? The show goes on, and we continue on, and we move forward, and with a lot of rest and prayers and thoughts and prayers from everybody that texted me and wrote me. I appreciate it. I'm back on the mends and heading back into work to do all that we can together. So today's episode is pretty easy. I actually had a dream last night, which inspired today's episode. I was dreaming about my college years, which made me think, I haven't really talked about that in a while. So I said, how can we do a college years episode? Well, very simple. We bring back Remember When. So here goes. Remember when we graduated high school, when we took our tassels and moved them from one place to the other. We threw our graduates, all through our diplomas, everything in the air, and our hats in the air, and we excited and we celebrated and we prepared ourselves for new beginnings, new journeys, new atmospheres, new surroundings. as many of us went off to college. Some of us stayed home and went to community college. I myself was one of those. I remember going into my first day of college. I remember actually going into what they call the bursar's office and getting the bill automatically. And I remember saying to myself, good gosh, we got to pay to go to college. It's pretty intense. Of course, a lot of them, my friends, had scholarships. I wasn't that lucky with scholarships, but nonetheless, I still went to college. And here we are going into college. And I remember my first day where I went in and I was told by plenty of other people that had already been to the school, you got to get there early, because it's parking. It's all about parking. And I'm like, really? So to me, early meant, 25, 30 minutes early, at least. Yeah, right. I got there and I could barely find parking. I was so scared because I'm like, I'm going to be late. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be late. I remember scrambling and looking for spots, and finally I had to just venture out and walk in a longer distance because I noticed that the further the college was away, the better the parking lot spaces were, because nobody wants to walk. So I started walking to class, and I remember my stomach being in knots. I remember saying to myself, oh, I feel like I'm going to be sick. I remember my first class was mathematics. And I remember sitting down and the teacher walking in and saying, I know a lot of you are straight out of high school. Well, this isn't high school. So make sure you turn your beepers off. I'm dating myself right there. Turn off your beepers. Make sure you have enough paper and pencil. And prepare to study like you've never studied before. She says, oh yes, this is not high school. You don't want to turn in your homework? I'm not going to call your parents. You don't want to turn in your work? You don't want to show up to class? I've already got paid. She said, I remember sitting there going, what in the world is this? Sure enough, I'll never forget the first assignment. I mean, typically in high school you would get, about 20 questions to do by the next morning. This lady assigned us 2 chapters and over 60 questions. 60 problems, I should say. I remember saying, oh my gosh, this is a lot of homework. So, as you know, and of course in college you start noticing your surroundings and your atmosphere. Kids and adults are mixed. There's all different age groups. People are going back to college. People are going, to college for the first time at all ages. And I remember sitting next to a lady who was double my age, and she was struggling, and she looked to me for help. And I remember saying to myself, wow, I hope that when I get older, I'm not struggling like that. And then it made me realize maybe she went back to school. And I says, wow, if that ever happened to me, I'll make sure that I always will try to help, no matter what age I am. And I remember when I woke up this morning starting to chuckle a little bit because, as many of you know, if you follow the show, periodically, you'll know that I've talked about my college years. And I went to school for about 2 years. I took a break to go and pursue my business career without a degree, and eventually moved back home in 2007 from 1990. So let me backtrack. In 97, I graduated high school. I went to college from fall of 97 to about 2000. And I took a break because my career at the time, so I thought, was more important than college. And as I went on with my career, I noticed that a lot of my raises didn't come because I didn't have a degree. So finally in 2007, when I moved back home, I went back to college to get that degree, to finish the degree. And I'll never forget when I went back to college. I remember this time I was in my 20s, late 20s. And I remember when I went back, I was the older guy in class. I was that guy that was struggling, that forgot a lot about math. And I was the one asking for help. And some of the kids did help. Some of them, of course, called me grandpa, even at age 26, 27. And as I got older and older, and I was 29 and I was 30 years old, finishing up college, I never forget The other people that were in my class were just as old as I am, if not older. The point I'm making is that you're never too young to achieve your goals. You're never too old or older to achieve your dreams. Never give up on the things that you want to do in life. Never say to yourself, I can't do this. Never say to yourself, I don't think I'm capable. Because we all are. We all have the opportunity to be someone. We all have the gifts and the treasures that God has bestowed upon us. It's what we do with that that makes His glory and the path to righteousness accurate. So today, as you go into your workplace, as you continue on with your retirements, as you continue on with your normal day of activities, your routines, think deep down inside and ask yourself the question, have I accomplished everything I wanted to? Is there something that I've always wanted to do? Is it time now for me to achieve goals that I've put aside? Is it time now for me to exceed my expectations? How do I do that? When will I do that? Is it time? Has time passed? Well, I'm here to tell you, it is time. It's your time. It's God's time. And today is the day that the Lord has made. So let us rejoice and be glad in it. May the Heavenly Father be with you today and every day. May He grant your wishes and your dreams and your path to the right door to open it so that you can fulfill the dreams that you've always wanted to fulfill. And never forget, have faith, let it begin.
Don't you see that your faith is coming alive? Don't you see that it's tested every time? He's the one that makes your life divine. He's the one that makes you feel fine. Your faith's being tested.
Just a programming reminder, everyone, as we conclude today's episode. This Sunday, July 19th at 10 a.m., I will be giving a sermon at my church. As my pastor is taking some much-needed time rest, I'll be filling in for him for the next 2 weeks. So on Sunday, July 19th, July 26th, live from First Reformed Church, it's Facebook Live, and also on this platform, we will broadcast a live sermon. We hope that each and every one of you will join us and be a part of something special. May God bless you and have a great day. Thank you for listening to another episode of Have Faith, Let It Begin. That's right, Ariel. We're done with another show. And it's always great to have this show with you, my love. You know, we're going to encourage each and every person to listen to our show every single weekday. That's right, you and I are going to help change the world. Do you think that you can do that for me? Huh? Yeah, you know you can. She does. We want to let you know, and yes, we encourage you to listen to our show each and every weekday, and it's going to be live at 7:30. Make sure you're subscribed to our show. Make sure you get ready, fasten those seatbelts, because Ariel and I and my family are going to bring you a new topic, a new story each and every day, right? Isn't that right, Ariel? Yeah. And she's smiling at me. Guys, enjoy your day.